I have no intention of watching the Game Awards.
See, now that's some bullshit.
Okay, Harman, then don't watch it or complain. Wow, it's not like it's a rocket science. We've literally told you that. You can deal with it. It's not that serious. Nintendo didn't make any games that deserves a Game Award this year at all. I'm sorry. I know that hurts your fee-fees.
And this batch of nominees is exactly why. Like, what am I even looking at? Astrobot, Black Myth Wukong, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Get out of here.
No.
Yeah, Black Myth Wukong, the game that was the highest selling Steam single-player game, period. End of discussion. Of course that's going to be up there. Astrobot, I guess a lot of people liked it more than you thought, Harman. Who would have fucking thought? Man, it seems like you don't know what you're talking about, little fanboy. Somebody should probably leave their little console warring and, understand the gaming platform as a whole.
Basically, every single one of these games made its way onto my worst of the year list.
The only reason why you think that those games are terrible is because they're not on Nintendo. We already know. Don't try to lie to us, man. Out here constantly talking just out of your ass every time you speak. It's so annoying. I don't understand you. Fucking out here saying Black Myth Wukong was one of the worst games of the year. Are you out of your mind, as Angry Joe would say?
So seeing Jeff Keighley's Shill Show unironically try to promote them as like the industry-defining titles of the year is laughable to me. I have a really big issue with how these shows are conducted, how they're run, and what they try to push forward.
It'd be funny if it weren't so pathetic. No, what the heck, I'll laugh anyway.
Here it is, folks. Harman getting his fifis all hurt, all because people are excited and enjoying games like Black Myth Wukong and not Nintendo product games because their products have been fucking atrocious. Atrocious this generation.
To me, looking at this list, I was immediately just like, oh yeah, The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom and Mario and Luigi Brothership are both way better than all of this.
A.P. Cap!
Really? Have you played Black Myth Wukong? Oh, no, you haven't. Have you played Astrobot? Oh, no, you haven't. Have you played any of those games? No, who would have fucking thought? You don't know what you're talking about, and you're just being a Nintendo shill like you always are. Shut up, Harman. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm sorry, but Brothership sucked. It was terrible. I can't even name one thing I liked about Brothership. It was so freaking bad. That game is doo-doo butt, bruh.
Looking at like these nominations, looking at what they're trying to push onto people, looking at what they're trying to do, like I do think it needs to be understood, and I do need to say this every year because I really don't want to make the same mistake I did the past couple of years, ever since 2020. These award shows are absolutely rigged.
Stop it. Get some help.
My dude Harman out here just crying all because it's not Nintendo only. And even if it was Nintendo only, he'd still be bitching and moaning. Who would have thought? Gara being Gara, please help me. I need a hot tag. I need help. This is gonna make my head go through a wall. It's so rigged just because my favorite console of plastic BS bullshit isn't getting the game. All because our games don't run at 15 FPS. There you go, Harman. Your games suck. I'm sorry. They run like ass, and they play like, some play decent, but a lot of them ass. Just look at what they did to MK1. Oh.
A Nintendo game that sold 1.5 million units would never be nominated for Game of the Year.
Nice argument, Senator. Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Harman, there's no way you're that freaking daft, bro. You're so far on copium that you're throwing a fit over Astrobot. That is fucking hysterical. Stop molding, you crybaby. Grow up. It's not that serious. Or at least that's what you've said, right?
And that's true in general. When you look at these like nominations, you can see plenty of Nintendo Switch games that were better than this.
Right.
Harman, why don't you just name one game? One game that's better than Black Myth Wukong. I can wait. Believe me. I got the time to wait for you to make up some absolute bullshit.
Not only this year or last year, but like all throughout the lifespan. Like plenty of great Nintendo Switch games were never nominated for Game of the Year.
Really? Really?
Really?
Really?
Really? Really?
Release restraint level 1.
Harman, just last year, Legend of Zelda was in the running. It got its shit stomped by Baldur's Gate, obviously, because it's not even in the freaking realm of it. So what are you talking about? Oh, this constant just idiotic takes that you make. It really boggles my mind every time. I can't.
It couldn't be more obvious that these award shows are completely bought and paid for by China, by Sony, by whoever else is like shilling out the cash for it.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
Harman, how is it bought by Sony and China? Of all things, Sony and fucking China. Are you fucking stupid? Are you out of your fucking mind?
And I do think this is a major reason why we're seeing less and less of a Nintendo presence at these award shows.
What the fuck?
Or maybe because Nintendo doesn't release games that are good. Huh, it's almost like what we've been telling you has been happening, Harman. Shocking abso-freaking-lutely nobody. You're out here shilling. I bet you think that Princess Peach should be on the fucking list. Oh my god. Oh, I'm gonna have another aneurysm fucking reacting to you.
We are beginning to see people like notice this and point this out. This has been true for years, but it got pretty bad in 2023 with the Mario movie being shafted in spite of being like far more successful and iconic than The Last of Us will ever be.
All right, so here's a little statement for you, Harman. I couldn't get my family to watch the fucking Mario Party thing. But you know what I could make watch? I could make them watch the fucking Last of Us. My grandparents were watching The Last of Us, for fuck's sake. And they liked it. As I knew they would. It's a great show. It's about the better of the two games. The second one, not so great. But the first one, the first one. Oh my god, I love the first one. You don't even have to get me started on that. So what are you talking about, man?
We saw like Tears of the Kingdom and Mario Wonder get shafted, and now we're seeing like we're at the point now where Nintendo games aren't being nominated at all. Like in order to push the illusion that these other games are far more popular and just higher quality.
You serious?
Harman, you think that there's any game that's better than Baldur's Gate that's on Nintendo? Really? Name me one Nintendo product that in just the first act of the game, you can log 500 hours and not have seen everything in said act. Please, I'll wait. You want to know why? Because I know that doesn't exist. Baldur's Gate 3, easily one of the best games ever. Easily. That is by far the best freaking D&D game. It's the reason why I became a D&D fan, because hell, I never really liked the D&D video games because they've always been microtransaction games. But that one, oh, I tell you what, that one is so damn good, bruh. So what are you talking about, man? I want you to name this. In Tears of the Kingdom, can you go up to any random NPC and endgame them? Just any of them? I can do that in Baldur's Gate. Really weird that you can't do that, isn't it?
But the reality is somewhat different, right? Like I've said this before, but I don't think any of the games that are nominated for Game of the Year are in actuality in any way relevant or popular.
I'm not happy, Bob. Not happy.
Besides, the fact that Black Myth Wukong is the highest played single player ever on Steam. That's just nothing, right? Fucking idiot.
Watching the show like in last year and seeing how they disrespected like Eiji Aonuma, seeing how they worship Baldur's Gate 3. This is not a show that exists to celebrate gaming or developers.
Besides, the fact that Larian Studios is an indie dev and they got a Game of the Year award, which I can't think of any indie dev that's ever done that. Huh. That's really crazy, Harman. It seems like they're celebrating the games, not the devs. You celebrate the devs because you're a tad bit daft and you're batshit wacky and you don't know what you're talking about, which is not really surprising. But still, at the end of the day, you just gotta stop with the constant fanboying, Harman. Please. It's hurting my fucking brain.
It's something that exists to prop up certain people in the industry. People like Hideo Kojima, people like Sean Murray, people like Neil Druckmann, people with no credibility at all.
What the fuck did you just say about fucking Kojima? One of the greatest devs ever? Who are you talking about, Harman? Don't you dare disrespect that dude. No way. No freaking way you're out here saying that fucking batshit loony shit, bruh. There's no freaking way. I refuse to believe that you're that damn stupid. Fuck! I can't stand your ass, man. How dare you disrespect Kojima, the maker of Metal Gear Solid? And I'm sorry, but I like that IP way more than any Nintendo IP as of late. I haven't liked a Pokemon game since fucking Platinum. Black and White's been good, yeah, but Platinum is my favorite. Well, actually, my favorite's Emerald, but that's besides the point.
But they're at the Game Awards shows, though. Never mind that they don't produce good content or they've never been relevant.
In any other circumstance, you might have had a point there. Except my boss is a woman, I was a chick in the 40s, I hate everyone equally, and there's no one alive who could comprehend my sexual preference. So in other words, Miss Vadwinkle, check your privilege.
They've never been relevant. Metal Gear Solid just not relevant to your ass. You really are a 4chan user. You're so damn fucking stupid. It's starting to really fucking hurt, man. Shut the fuck up. Don't you dare disrespect Metal Gear Solid. Especially from Kojima, one of the greatest devs of it ever. Oh, my bad. It's just because it's not on Nintendo. If it was on Nintendo, you would fucking state how good it is. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you? Fucking idiot.
It's been like almost a decade now since Kojima has left Konami, and what has he done?
Oh, let's see. He made that PT test that he got canceled from. He made Death Stranding 1, Death Stranding 2. He's making a new horror game that's coming to Xbox and PC. What else is he making? Probably some other bullshit. It's Kojima after all. It's not like it's some random nobody. What are you fucking talking about, dude? Don't disrespect Kojima. The disrespect to Kojima needs to be studied.
This isn't just about the Game of the Year awards being corrupt, right? This isn't just about the award show being corrupt. It's about how it tries to use its credibility to prop up people and titles that nobody actually cares about.
You really want to piss me off.
Harman, if it was Nintendo getting awards, you would be stating constantly how good they are and how if you don't like them, you're just a fucking shill or some other crybaby bullshit because it's what you do. But that's besides the point. We're not going to freaking gloss over how you just hated on Kojima for like 5 fucking minutes. One of the greatest devs of this generation. And the reason why I'm cutting this video short is because all he does for the rest of it is he says how Nintendo games are better than any game that has come out. That Baldur's Gate is bad, yada, yada, yada. You know, the same old Harman Smith stuff that drives me up the fucking wall. But it's besides the point. Harman, name me one game that Nintendo's ever had on this Switch console that you think outsold any multi-plat game. Name one that's better than Call of Duty. Name one. I'll wait. Name one that has a better narrative than Baldur's Gate 3. Hell, one that has a better than The Witcher 3, the game I'm playing right now. Currently on PC because I like it better. I'm switching to PC permanently because PC is better. Yeah. Come on, Harman. We can all wait for that because we know that you sit there and you're going to probably chill like you always do. Oy. Anyway, I gotta go drink some alcohol to get rid of the headache I have fucking reacting to this dude.